Yo, champ in the making. Welcome back to Certified Pokemoments. Legend ZA is out. Officially, Legend ZA is out. Didn't know how I wanted to start that, but that is a great way to start. I'm stoked, you guys. I am so excited to play this game, and I am so excited for all of these megas. Well, most of the megas. Not all of the megas are perfect, unfortunately. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I am going to rank all of the mega evolutions in order from like how great, from how bad I think they are, all the way down to how great I think they are. There we go. That's the proper order. So there are going to be 28 total. Now, the website I'm using to look at these guys, Pokeos, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Pokeos, they have listed 28 mega evolutions. But they also have listed, like, megas without visuals for Zeraora, which we talked about in this video here, where I ranked how excited I was that these leaked Pokemon might get megas. But Heatran and Darkrai are also in this list. Now, there's no mega picture for them, but hey, I mean, so I'm not counting them because I have no idea what they would look like. But because of that, there will be 28 total megas we're talking about today. Of course, I'm going to try and go through them as quick as I can while still giving a good amount of thought into my reasons for their placements. With that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right into things with number 28, what I believe to be the worst of the megas, and that is Mega Zygarde, complete form. Good lord, man, it just looks so freaking stupid. It's the giant hammer or laser, or, you know, the weapon it's holding, whatever it's supposed to be. It just looks so dumb. There's no other word to really describe it. It looks stupid. It just looks dumb. It looks bad. I love the design of complete form Zygarde. I really do. But man, I don't even know, dude. Mega complete Zygarde is just a complete disappointment. Maybe it'll end up being cooler based on what I'm seeing. It's like that big thing it's holding is supposed to be like plot relevant and all that. I don't know. Genuinely, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Like with anything, my opinion could always change, but I don't know, man. Mega Zygarde just looks awful. Coming in at number 27 is Mega Phalanx. Now, y'all can call me the fun police all you want. I think this design is terrible. I heard it was just going to be a bunch of Phalanx stacked on top of each other. And I rolled my eyes at that immediately, but I thought there was still potential for it to look cool. But like with Mega Zygarde, I just think it looks so incredibly dumb. And listen, I promise I'm not letting my dislike for regular Phalanx cloud my judgment. Yeah, I'm one of the few people who does not like Phalanx. There's like, what, 6 of them here in this mega, if this is the real legit image for it, which I'm going off of the impression that they all are, that I'm seeing here on this website. But if you would have had like 10 more of these guys just appear and hold spears and shields like an actual Phalanx formation, it would have been so much better. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I'll flash a picture up on the screen of what a real-life Roman, I think it's Roman, Phalanx is. They have, like, all the shields in front of them, all the spears sticking out. You could have upped this guy's defenses, obviously his attack, too. I don't know, there's so much you could have done that's not just this. I don't like it. In fact, I hate it. I really, really don't like it. Number 26, Mega Pyroar. In the previous video, I was not excited for Pyroar. I thought, maybe there's something cool they can do with him, but I wasn't going to hold my breath for it, and thank God I didn't, because I would be dead I'd be dead of this. And like, oh my gosh, dude, it's so boring. It is so incredibly boring. And that's the thing, Pyroar already had a boring, well, it's kind of boring design. I don't hate Pyroar's design, but it needs more. And the Mega was a great opportunity for that. But no, they just gave him a bigger mane. Maybe it's meant to mimic, like, Zamazenta's shield. You can't... I'm looking over there. Over there? Yeah, I'm looking over there at this, like, big card I have of Zamazenta. It might... No, it really isn't. It really doesn't look that much like Zamazenta's shield. Oh, gosh, guys. Maybe that was the intention. But holy cow, it is just not good. Oh... Wait a minute, I'm looking at it now. This isn't even in my little half script I wrote out. Is that kanji? Is like the yellow in the red, is that a kanji for something? If that's kanji, okay, maybe it's cute, it's fun, it's creative, but he looks identical except for the bigger mane. I don't like it, and ugh. Coming in at number 25 is Mega Starmie. Listen, guys, I can see the charm in watching it run around or put its hands on its hips and laugh, but, like, this is it. It just gets 2 pairs of long legs. Seeing the personality that they gave to it shine through, like in the battle leaks that I'm sure I put on screen already, it made me put him a tad bit higher than I would have, because I was gonna put him at bottom, at the absolute bottom, but damn, dude, it's so boring. For all the really cool megas, this is terrible. Number 24 might be controversial. In fact, this is probably the most controversial. Mega Greninja. I feel like a decent amount of people actually really like Mega Greninja. I have heard the opposite opinion as well, but me personally, I just can't bring myself to like him. Delphox and Chestnut had megas that made them look so badass. Like, we'll talk about them later, much later, to spoil it a little bit. But Greninja barely changes. If he wasn't upside down, this design would be incredibly disappointing. He barely changes at all. And not even one of those barely changes in a good way. Like, to be fair, Mega Chestnut doesn't change all that much. But everything on Mega Chestnut was right, and everything on Mega Greninja was just bland. And I'm not gonna lie, just being upside down does not a good design make. Sorry. Sue me, but that's my true opinion. Number 23, honestly, this one probably should have been lower, but it's Mega Floette. I was not looking forward to this Mega. Most of the Megas I wasn't looking forward to are at the bottom. It's just how it worked out. The ones I was looking forward to, closer to the top. I got lucky. What can I say? But, like, good lord, couldn't they have done anything more than just making its flower bigger? Like, I like the flower. Maybe that's why it's as high as it is. I like the flower, but it's just nothing. It's just such a nothing Mega. It doesn't change nearly enough to warrant getting a Mega. And a Mega doesn't have to change a ton. I look at Blaziken and Lucario, some of the earliest Megas. People still love them. They don't change that much beyond patterning and maybe longer, whatever you want to, whatever the things are. And Lucario gets dreadlocks, And they look sick, but gosh, dude, Floette doesn't change at all. It's just the flower. Bad. It's just bad. Number 22 is a surprising one. I was looking forward to this one, actually. Mega Scrafty. I don't get why this is seen as a Mega Evolution, I'm gonna be honest. He doesn't look more powerful. He doesn't look faster or tankier. He just has a white hood now. I mean, frickin' down here, I don't know if these are pulled from the games or these quotes are, but it says, Mega Evolution has caused Scrafty's shed skin to turn white, growing tough and supple. Of course, this Pokemon is still as feisty as ever. Did they pull that from the game? I don't know. What does that mean? What does that even mean? I don't like it. As simple as that. Maybe when I learn some more lore about it, it might make more sense, but for now, it's just not interesting enough to put any higher. Alright, number 21 is Mega Electros. Again, super, like, disappointingly low. And it's just like with Scrafty, I just don't get what's going on here. Why does it suddenly have two, what I heard described as two electrics made out of mucus? What's the lore? The only thing I can really say about it is I'm glad it didn't get a new, like, secondary typing, because I like that it's, you know, it has no weaknesses, because it's solo electric with levitate. Hopefully this Mega still has levitate, and they didn't take that away to give it a different ability. I mean, it's mucusy Electros things. They do have, where is it? Like, they do have, like, a plus and a minus on one. You know how that goes with electricity and all that. I don't know. Maybe there's some cool lore to it, but as of right now, I don't see it. I do not see the cool lore. Alright, and number 20 is Mega Excadrill. Those drills. That is the dictionary definition of overboard, ladies and gentlemen. I don't hate it. Truly, I don't hate it. I would say we're like just now getting into the batch of Pokemon, the batch of Megas, that I'm like kind of neutral on. I suppose those giant drills are fine, but design-wise, I just think it's a tad too goofy, and not the good kind of goofy. There is a good type of goofy, and this ain't it, Chief. He's so bulky, that big, again, I'm sure that big triangle, I gotta go really high up, triangle on his chest has some kind of meaning. Right now, I don't know what that is. Yeah, oof, those drills are way too long. That's my big takeaway from this. Alright, number 19 and 18 I'm going to talk about together because I tried to pick one over the other to decide which was better. Couldn't do it. So sadly, I got to put Mega Feraligatr and Mega Meganium right here together. Now, I do like Mega Meganium just a touch more. Just a hair more. It's so slight. But at the end of the day, both their Megas are just okay. I don't really know how else to express the opinion on that. They're just okay. I like that Feraligatr gets the dragon typing. That's cool and all. But I like that Meganium gets the fairy type just a little bit more. And back to Mega Feraligatr. The giant, like, Totodile head, I think it looks to me like a Totodile head, around Mega Feraligatrs it's cute. But what's the point? It's not the direction I thought they'd go. I get they want to subvert expectations and not make every Mega just like a slightly bulkier version of themselves with extra patterns and whatnot. I understand that. That's going to get boring after a while, but the giant head, I don't get it. I don't get how that makes sense or how that's an appropriate next step. And then as for Mega Meganium, I mean, it's got more flowers. That tracks. What else are they going to do? Personally, I would have loved to have seen it with an even longer neck. It looked more like a Brontosaurus, you know? Maybe a really long tail, like one of those whip-tail Brontosauruses. That would have been nice. The tail could even have flowers going down it, too. But, like, what are you going to do? They just overflowered the neck and called that a Mega. Oh, dang, dude. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine, but it's disappointing. Moving on to number 17 is Mega Victreebel. Now, at first, I did not like this dude. He probably would have ended up somewhere with Starmie at first. But after seeing him bounce around a bit in the trailer, I don't know, he kind of grew on me. And how could I possibly hate that smile? It honestly, it is really cute. But I will say, when it comes to Megas, I like when the design feels like a natural step in the evolution line. Mega Charizard Y, Mega Beedrill, Mega Steelix, Mega Mawile, etc. They all feel like a natural evolution line. And sometimes Pokemon change a lot when they evolve. Onix and Steelix don't exactly look identical. They have the same body shape, but totally different facial structures, eyes even, color schemes and all that. So they don't have to, so again, the Mega doesn't have to just look like the same Pokemon with more patterns or spikes or anything. That's not what I'm asking for. But I like when the evolution feels natural and makes sense, and it isn't just some huge gimmick. That's what Victory Bell feels like. Unfortunately, I just don't feel like this is an improvement to what I consider to be one of Gen 1's better designs. And y'all know I am not a Gen 1er by any stretch of the imagination. Next up, we got Mega Dragonite. And guys, I am so incredibly neutral on this Mega. So many people hated it upon release. Then you had the people who were defending it, saying they loved it. I am as in the middle as you can possibly get with Mega Dragonite. In this video I made on Pokemon You Should Hate Less, a little series I like to do on the channel if you're new, I talked about Mega Dragonite because it had just released, and I didn't get the hate. Truly, I didn't. It's fine. It's perfectly serviceable. Could it have been better? Absolutely. Could it have been worse? Absolutely, it could have been worse. This is not the worst they could have done for a Mega Dragonite. I truly think it is perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable for a Pokemon that did not need a Mega. Everybody wanted Mega Dragonite. I think that's just because they wanted to call it Mega Dragonite. But pseudos don't need okay. I can't get into this again. I've gotten into this in my Mega Pokemon tier list and probably that defense video of Mega Dragonite, among other Pokemon. You should go watch that after this if you haven't already. Number 15 kind of pains me to be this low, but it is Mega Dragalge. I've heard people call it Dragalge, but it's algae. It is an algae dragon, so hopefully I'm saying that right. And the Pokemon Company isn't the one in the wrong. By the way, what do you guys think of the backdrop? This is better, right? I am so proud of these shelves. They have lights now. They didn't have lights before. If you like it, let me know down in the comments. Or tell me if you find the lights to be too distracting. You'd rather it just be fully lit in here like it always has been in the past. I'm truly curious about your opinions on this. Let me comment down below. And I just hit my mic real bad. But Mega Dragalge. I do genuinely have no qualms with this Mega. I just said how neutral I am on Mega Dragonite. But Mega Dragalge, how do I want to put this? I'm not disappointed in what we got. I am not disappointed. I like it. I like Mega Dragalge. They did a good job. It just so happens that Game Freak also gave us like 14 more bangers, and they all just happen to be better than Mega Dragalge. I do like it. There are just 14 better ones. And one of those just barely scrapes by. That's number 14, Mega Clefable. Damn, it hurts not being able to put it any higher. I was really looking forward to Mega Clefable. It's one of those Gen 1 Pokemon I really like. I don't even know why I really like it. I just do. I think it's adorable. I just like Clefable. And it's not that bad. I know I was just talking about how I like Mega Dragalge, and now I'm over here like, about Mega Clefable. It'll make sense in a second. I do really like the Fairy Flying type. I think the only other Fairy Flying type is Togekiss, the Togekiss line. Minus Togepi, obviously. So it's cool to get another Fairy Flying. I like that those weird little back spike wings on Clefable's back are now a pair of true gorgeous wings. They're gorgeous. I love them. Love the wings. But I really don't like that hat. I don't know why that hat thing had to be included. Maybe it'll grow on me over time, but I need to know the thought process behind it. 'Cause right now, to me, it just looks like some kind of weird growth. But I do like more about it than I dislike, so that's why number 14 is where it's gonna sit. I love it. Its little ears are down now. I like that. Again, the wings are beautiful. Its eyes just seem so much more bright now. It's just the hat. I don't get the hat. But now we gotta move on to another Pokemon I'm surprised ended up this low on the list. Not that 13 is low. We're almost to the top 10. But Mega Chandelure is number 13. And to be honest, this is one of those designs where I'm like, yeah, this is exactly how it should have looked. Cool. And obviously, like I've said before in other videos, I would prefer weaker Pokemon who aren't already viable. I'm not talking about in competitive, but just in general. I'd prefer weaker Pokemon to be gifted with Megas. But just looking at Chandelure the way it is, I like it. I do truly like it a lot. I'm sorry I don't have much more to say about Mega Chandelure, but truly it's just, yep, that's how it should have looked. They did good. That's my thought. Where's my Chandelure? Now I gotta get a... hold on. Now I gotta get a Mega version of my Chandelure. The next Megas are again 2, 11, and 12. I'm gonna talk about it at the same time. Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. In all reality, I think I like Mega Chandelure as a design more than I like Raichu's Mega designs. And I also don't think that Raichu should have 2 Megas. No Pokemon should have 2 Megas. Mega Mewtwo Y and Mega Charizard Y. That's all there should have been. I know people like Mega Charizard X. I don't. Y is so much better. However, I can't say I don't find either of these Megas adorable. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I can't hate on these Pokemon purely because I don't think they deserve the 2 Megas. Mega Raichu X is my preferred Raichu Mega. I love the double tails. The fact that it looks like an X is gimmicky but cute. I like that it has Pikachu's color scheme. It's great. I think it's fantastic. Mega Raichu Y, freaking adorable, but it just looks like Mega Pikachu. Like, I legitimately thought they gave Pikachu a Mega when both of these were revealed, and I was pissed. I don't think any Pokemon that can evolve should have a Mega. Gigantamax, fine. They already did it, whatever. I can't fight about that, but... yeah, I just think they're cute. I just think they're really, really, really cute. And again, that's about it. Like I said, there's deep in my soul, I want to put them lower, but it would be dishonest, so I can't. Number 10, we've hit the top 10s, and number 10 is Mega Skarmory. It's so cool, guys. That black and gold, the red eye, amazing. It is exactly what Mega Skarmory should have looked like. The talons, those are a bit much. It's kind of like what I was saying about Excadrill with it being overkill. Those talons are overkill. That is not a necessity. He feet too big for he goddamn he. But genuinely, this Mega goes hard. This is absolutely Skarmory's ultimate form. I love it. If only the feet were a bit smaller, I'm sure this would end up being higher on my list, but I actually really do like it. Number 9 is Mega Malamar. It is a total supervillain, and I love it. Everything about it is the perfect next step for Malamar to take. The tentacles on its head forming a brain. Incredibly clever. I love it. It's really long arm tentacles just spinning around, creating those hypnotic colors. I love how when it uses a move, it like touches its brain. It's like sending its brain signals at you. Like Professor Xavier sending Holocaust memories to Magneto. Malamar is canonically evil. It canonically had a hand in world-changing events. I fully believe it will send Holocaust memories to people. Oh my gosh, that's evil. Honestly, once we get to the top 10s, it's hard for me to pick spots for certain Megas. Malamar could be higher if I used it on a team, I'm sure, but for now, we're going to keep it at number 9. And number 8 is Mega Emboar. Finally, the third of the Legend ZA starters. The other two were so freaking low. Emboar is way up here. He looks amazing. I did not expect the Chinese soldier vibe, but it works. I mean, but like really, he's like the starter in the only America region. I mean, unless you count Alola, based on Hawaii, so. It just feels vindicating because so many people have always crapped on Emboar for the way he looks, saying his design is bad. Him being the third firefighting type in a row does suck, but that's not his fault. It's Game Freak, so don't take that out on him. I've always loved him. He has always been my favorite Unova starter. I mean, he's got that staff, which looks great. His hairstyle in the back, I think, is super creative. I love all the extra fire coming off of him. He looks even like a little bit taller. It's just a fun Mega. It's not groundbreaking, but as an Emboar enjoyer, this just works for me. I really like it. I hope I'm getting my numbers right. They're hard to see on my little piece of paper here, so hopefully me saying we're at number 7 is still accurate. Mega Chestnut! Oh, what a king, man! Like, actually, Chestnut already had, like, a pretty sick design. I know it has its haters for some reason. Quilladin, I understand. Chestnut? No, he is so cool, man. Especially now. His cool factor was just upped by 100. Nothing's over the top. Nothing's gimmicky. Nothing's unnecessary. It's all just perfect. Down to the last minute detail. I really think this is exactly what Mega Chestnut should have been, without the risk of going too far into the weird and gimmicky territory like Feraligatr. You always could have done more. You could have given him like a porcupine amount of spikes on his back or something. But you don't want the Feraligatr effect. You don't want the big goofy head, you know? So just keep it simple, make him look sleek, and everything will be fine. And it's better than fine. It's awesome. Alright, now this one surprised me. Number 6 is Mega Hawlucha. And as somebody who doesn't like Hawlucha as a Pokemon, listen to Joachim and I's episode on Hawlucha in our Certified Pokemoments podcast. Neither of us like him very much. Its Mega is truly great. It really is. I honestly don't think it could have been any better. And I've said that a couple times already. I'm gonna keep saying it. I mean, we're basically in the top 5 at this point. You're gonna keep hearing that. It truly is a perfect evolution for Hawlucha's design. And again, I'm gonna say that a couple more times. I'm not gonna say it immediately makes me want to throw a Hawlucha onto my ZA team so I could use him, but I would probably consider actually using a Hawlucha now in a future playthrough that has Mega Evolution in it. Because this is sick. The gold and black looks fantastic. You still get to keep what makes Hawlucha Hawlucha, and he gains a massive dong. I mean, what more could you want? Number 5. Top 5 time, everybody. Mega Froslass. Damn! I know I've been saying this a lot, but this couldn't have been any better. And that's the truth. That is the honest-to-God truth. It is perfect. We all know about the yokai Froslass is based on, and now she embodies that man-killer, what's the word? She just embodies a man-killer even more. I always thought it wasn't fair that Glalie got a Mega and Froslass didn't. Now I'm thinking Froslass has the better Mega, and I really like Glalie's Mega. It's one of my favorites, actually. Mega Froslass, like, blows him out of the water now. Honestly, I almost would prefer this just be a true, actual evolution, not a Mega evolution, because I want this Pokemon at all times. It's that freaking cool. She's intimidating, she's sexy, and she's strong. I would not be surprised, honestly, if Mega Froslass moved up this list after I actually get the chance to use her. And once I see her moving around and, like, seeing her, like, attack animations and everything, oh gosh, I'm probably gonna fall head over heels. Alright, number 4, Mega Delphox. And once again, I have to start by saying this Mega is perfect. It's perfect. A witch flying with her flaming brooms. What could possibly be better? I feel like the majority of people made fun of Delphox when it was first released, and even like way after it was first released. Everybody was like Team Chestnut or Greninja. Delphox kind of got pushed to the wayside. Even Game Freak, I feel like pushed Braixen more than they did Delphox. I don't think Serena's Braixen ever evolved in the anime. I could be wrong, but I don't think it did. In Pokken, they have Braixen as a fighter and not Delphox, which is infuriating. And they even did what Pokemon is it? It's Braixen and Charizard? It's this tag team card. It might not have been Charizard, and I just forgot what it was. But why not Delphox? Why push Braixen? It's not, in my opinion, Braixen is not a better design over Delphox. I prefer Delphox so much more. But Mega Delphox finally silenced all the haters. The long, like, what looks like a beard, the black colors fading in, all the fiery brooms. It's such a good design. This Mega is one of the best of all time, and I'm not just talking about from ZA. I'm talking about of all the Megas. It is one of the best of all time. Alright, baby, top 3. Mega Barbaracle. Yes, the hype paid off. The hype paid off, ladies and gentlemen. I was so hoping Mega Barbaracle would be incredible, and lo and behold, it's so cool. Now, becoming a rock and fighting type was a little bit of a twist I didn't see coming, to be honest. But I'm not gonna complain. I think it would be kind of cool if he got a new ability that lets him, like, keep his water stab. Because it's always a shame when you lose stab, right? Like, a Mega Evolution gaining a type, like Ampharos or Sceptile gaining the Dragon type, or Clefable gaining the Flying type. You're getting a new stab, you're not having one replaced. So, like, that kind of sucks. But even if it doesn't get an ability that lets it keep that water stab, I mean, I'm sure it's still gonna have a great ability. But as of now, this is definitely the Mega I plan on making the star of my ZA team. The next 2 Pokemon I'm going to talk about might also end up on my team, because number 2 shocked me. Mega Drampa. Drampa has always been... What the hell? I never would have thought Drampa's Mega would have been this great. I'm not even that big of a Drampa fan, to be honest. I find him, like, fun. But he's kind of a mid Pokemon, to be honest. But my opinion has completely changed after seeing this Mega. Mega Drampa is so clean. It went from being one of the dopiest looking dragons to being one of the most badass. Like, he looks ethereal in, like, an epic, like, dangerous sort of way. Adding all of those black colors to his, like, almost cloud-like body. It makes him look like he is the wielder of thunderclouds. I'm surprised. Like, I'm glad they kept him normal dragon, because that's a very unique type. I think it's only Cyclizar that's also normal dragon. But, again, to talk about an ability that would give you an extra stab, it would be incredible if they gave him, like, Galvanize or something to make his normal type moves electric and then give him that extra boost of power. Because, I mean, look at it. It would make sense, too, because he's a normal type when he's not Mega Evolved and when he's Mega Evolved. So he can have that normal stab, he Mega Evolves. Now, your normal type moves can do super effective damage to water and flying types and so on and so forth. Dude, it's great. I love Mega Drampa. This is the first time I've ever considered using a Drampa on my team before, and I just might. It might be one of my alternating Megas. Along with number 1, to anybody who knows me, this is not much of a surprise. Mega Scolipede. Mega Scolipede! Once again, one of my all-time favorite Pokemon ends up at the top of a list. And truly, Mega Scolipede is God's gift to mankind. I won! I genuinely feel so bad for everyone who was disappointed when their favorite Pokemon got a bad Mega. But I am not one of you, and I am not gloating. I swear, I am not gloating. I'm so happy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, most of the Pokemon I was excited to hear we're getting Megas got good Megas. You guys know, Scolipede is easily in my top 5 favorite Pokemon, and his Mega may push him even further up that list, to be honest. It looks like he's wearing armor, you guys. If they, like, boost his defense stats because of that armor, at least physical defense, but he also keeps speed boost, dude, Mega Scolipede won't only look incredible, but he will be a true force to be reckoned with. A fast, bulky, defensive Pokemon with a really good attack stat. Chef's Kiss, my guy. You can't get much better than that. High attack, high defense, high speed. This is a powerhouse of a Pokemon. Oh boy, but, ladies and gentlemen, that is all 28. There are obviously going to be more Megas announced when the DLC comes out, right? And I'll make another one of these videos when that time has arrived. I might just slot them into this list. Maybe it'll be its own list. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn this into a tier list when that time arrives. I don't know what that video is going to look like, but if you want to see it, then you're going to have to subscribe. Make sure you like this video if you actually did like it, and follow my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Certified Pokemoments. And hey, I mentioned a little bit ago, Jokum and I have a podcast. It's called Certified Pokemoments as well, and it's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and right here on YouTube. Every week, we randomly roll a Pokemon and we talk about the whole evolution line, Megas included. We actually have to go back and do like a special or something once all these new Megas, DLC included, get released, so we can update some of our old videos by talking about these Megas. That'll be a fun thing we do down the line. But before I go, I want to ask, which one of these Megas is your favorite? Were you disappointed with your favorite Pokemon's new Mega, or were you absolutely stoked like I was? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to also comment about this. I am very curious about y'all's opinions. I'm in love with it, but I am open to suggestions. With all that being said, once again, thank you so very much for listening, watching as well, because this isn't the podcast, it's a video. This has been your Certified Poke Moment.